doing? Can I talk to you for a bit? My name's Gino, and I saw an article about you you make boats.
Right.
What's your name?
Bruce Beebe.
Bruce, that's right. Nice to see you.
Saw you at the club this winter.
Yeah, that's right. And I just wanted to, I saw you, is this a boat that you've made?
This is what I'm building. This is the model right here.
Really? And what is it called again? What kind of
I call it a Nantucket gull dory.
A gull dory.
Because I started with the design of a Gloucester gull dory, which is an old boat I've had around here for years.
Yeah.
And I started replicating that boat, and along the lines changed the design a little bit. Put a lot more shape in the bow, that rounded stem, and a little more sheer.
Right.
But it's pretty much the same as a Gloucester gull dory, but I can't really call it that because it's not. So.
You know, I don't really know a lot about boats. What makes a dory a dory? I mean,
it's pretty much the simple shape you're looking at. It's a flat bottom boat with pretty straight flared rise. I mean, there's a Swampscott dory which actually has a round bilge, but that's more the exception. The classic dory is the Banks dory, which they used to codfish out of.
And they're small and they're able to handle like pretty pounding waves, right? I see. And lots of weight you can work from.
The Gloucester gull dory was designed as a real light dory that would be a fast, nimble rowing boat rather than a workhorse. So these things are real zippy, fast little rowing boats. They're real narrow, so they're kind of tender.
Right.
But they got a long, narrow water line, which makes them fast. And they only weigh about 130 pounds.
Really? And are you making them for particular people, or is it something that you have a stock? You have them in stock? I
built one on spec. Yeah. I mean, I built one as an order. I built one for myself, and I built another 5 since.
Have you? Wow.
I've done two hulls that are just unfinished boats, just hulls right off the form that I made.
Really?
That people want to finish.
So is it word of mouth pretty much when they find out about it?
Well, I got this one here. It's kind of advertising.
What does something like that sell for?
This, all fancy like this, $3,000.
Okay.
But I'm selling them, you know, just off the mold with a center frame for like $800. And people want to. Yeah. Most of the time goes into doing all the interior fitting and joiner work, getting all the seats in, and then the finish work. And do you work right out of this Brant Point Marine? No. Or you have your own little... I have a shop up at the airport. Oh, that's cool. Which I'm kind of breaking down now. I tuna fish in the summer, so this was just kind of a winter project. Right. So you're heading out ready to go for tuna fish, huh? Well, that won't happen until the end of June. Do you do that with yourself, or do you actually have a boat that you go out by yourself and do it with? I have a boat. Do you really? I make the fishes with me. Now, I heard that they're going to cut the spotting pilots out this year. Is that true? That'd be nice. That would be nice? Yeah. Yeah. Why? Because that just makes it into a fucking circus out there. Does it? Yeah. Yeah. Because you get a lot of nib-knobs that are just out there for the weekend, and they'll hire a pilot to go out there, and they'll be chasing the plane around, and it just upsets what's going on the water, you know? It's not fishing. At that point, it becomes... Right. Do you think there's a lot of fish out there, or do you think numbers are depleting? No, it's been going up and up the last few years. But yet, I've heard, I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard that the government wants to make positive of that, and they're going to limit the season. They have. They were looking at a big, you know, to cut in our quota a few years ago, and then the National Marine Fisheries, along with New England Aquarium, did a big study, and it was actually cameras, that, you know, sealed cameras that they put on a spotter plane so they could locate schools of fish. Right. And it would locate the position and the time, so a pilot wouldn't just be flying around, you know, repetitively shooting the same school of fish, saying it was, you know, so the pilots couldn't tamper with the cameras at all. I get and what they found is there's way more fish than they'd planned on. Back to what they saw in the in the middle 70s. Oh, that's good. Will that bring the price down at the market? Well, what happens, not really, no. There's a lot more people in the fishery because there's no codfish left. Right. So the other small boat fisheries, those guys are getting into this. Right. A lot of new entrants. Right. And we had such a banner year in '95 in terms of the dollar-yen exchange being, you know, so so favorable, and the fish were good quality that a few of us made a whole pile of money, and that got a lot of new people into it. And so now you got better fishing, and you got a lot more people doing it, and you're still a limited quota system. So what happens is the quota just gets gobbled up real fast.
Yeah,
we don't get as many days fishing.
Right, you don't.
So they're trying different things to extend the season so that we have. Last year we had a lot of days off. We had monthly quotas, so we, if we caught August, we were done until September started.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Well, I want to wish you the best of luck. It was nice meeting you, Bruce.
All right.
Okay. See you later.
Okay.
Yep.